Sinhalese, known natively as Sinhala, is the native language of the Sinhalese people, who make up the largest ethnic groups in Sri Lanka, numbering about 16 million. Sinhalese is also spoken as a second language by other ethnic groups in Sri Lanka, totaling about 4 million. It belongs to the Indo-Aryan branch of the Indo-European languages. Sinhalese is written using the Sinhalese script, which is one of the Brahmic scripts, a descendant of the ancient Indian Brahmi script closely related to the Kadamba alphabet. Sinhalese is one of the official and national languages of Sri Lanka. Sinhalese, along with Pali, played a major role in the development of Theravada Buddhist literature. The oldest Sinhalese Prakrit inscriptions are found from the 3rd to 2nd century BCE following the arrival of Buddhism in Sri Lanka. The oldest extant literary works date from the 9th century. The closest relative of Sinhalese is the Maldivian language. Sinhalese is one of two main varieties, written and spoken. Spoken Sinhalese is easier to learn because it has lost the rigidity and formality of grammar. In addition to many Tamil loanwords, several phonetic and grammatical features present in neighboring Dravidian languages, setting today's spoken Sinhalese apart from its northern Indo-Aryan siblings, bear witness to the close interactions with Dravidian speakers. However, formal Sinhalese is more similar to Pali and medieval Sinhalese. Some of the features that may be traced to Dravidian influence are the distinction between short E-O and long E-O, the loss of aspiration, left branching syntax, the use of the attributive verb of kiana to say as a subordinating conjunction with the meanings that and if. The Sinhalese alphabet, Sinhala Hodia, is based on the ancient Brahmi script, as are most Indian scripts. The Sinhalese alphabet is closely related to South Indian Grantha alphabet and Khmer alphabet, taking the elements from the related Kadamba alphabet. The Sinhalese writing system is an abugida, where the consonants are written with letters while the vowels are indicated with diacritics on those consonants, unlike English where both consonants and vowels are full letters, or Urdu where vowels need not be written at all. Also, when a diacritic is not used, an inherent vowel, either a or e, is understood, depending on the position of the consonant within the word. For example, the letter K on its own indicates ka, either ka or ke. The various vowels are written ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. There are also a few diacritics for consonants, such as r. For simple K without a vowel-canceling diacritic called how kirima is used, K. Several of these diacritics occur in two forms, which depend on the shape of the consonant letter. Vowels also have independent letters, but these are only used at the beginning of words where there is no preceding consonant to add a diacritic to. The complete alphabet consists of 60 letters, 18 for vowels and 42 for consonants. However, only 57, 16 vowels and 41 consonants, are required for written, colloquial spoken Sinhalese, Sudha Sinhala. The rest indicate sounds that have gotten lost in the course of linguistic change, such as the aspirates, are restricted to Sanskrit and Pali loanwords. Sinhalese is written from left to right, and the Sinhalese character set, the Sinhalese script, is only used for this one language. The alphabetic sequence is similar to those of other Brahmic scripts. In Sinhalese, there is distinctive diglossia, as in many languages of South Asia. The literary language and the spoken language differ from each other in many aspects. The written language is used for all forms of literary texts, but also orally at formal occasions, public speeches, TV and radio news broadcasts, etc., whereas the spoken language is used as the language of communication in everyday life. As a rule, the literary language uses more Sanskrit-based words. The most important difference between the two varieties is the lack of inflective verbs forms in the spoken language. The situation is analogous to one where Middle or even Old English would be the written language in Great Britain. The children are taught the written language at school almost like a foreign language. Sinhalese also has diverse slang. Most slang words and terms were regarded as taboo and most were frowned upon as non-scholarly. However, nowadays, Sinhalese slang words and terms, even the ones with sexual references, are commonly used among younger Sri Lankans. Left branching language, which means that determining elements are usually put in front of what they determine. An exception to this is formed by statements of quantity, which usually stand behind what they define. Example, the 4 flowers. On the other hand, it can be argued that the numeral is the head in this construction, and the flowers is the modifier, so that a better English rendering would be a floral foursome. SOV, subject, object, verb, word order, common to most left-branching languages. As is common in left-branching languages, it has no prepositions, only postpositions. Example, look under the book, translates to pote yeta, literally book under. Sinhalese has no copula. I am rich translates to meme posat, literally I rich. There are 2 existential verbs, which are used for locative predications, but these verbs are not used for predications of class membership or property assignment, unlike English is. There are almost no conjunctions as English that or whether, but only non-finite clauses that are formed by the means of participles and verbal adjectives. Example, the man who writes books translates to pot liene minija, literally books writing man.